Good morning, everybody. It's Friday morning, 7 o'clock, and it's a balmy 64 degrees right now. Time to head back to the farmhouse. Well, I got up here and first thing I did, you walked into the mudroom and it smelled like a campfire because when I got here from duck hunting last week, I didn't have time to get everything washed, you know, like the blanket that was, you know, over the top of my sleeping bag, that smelled like smoke, and just everything smelled like a campfire. So I cleaned some of that up. I still have more hunting stuff to put away. But there's a really good chance of rain later today and tomorrow, and the grass is still a little bit damp, but I'd like to get some of this mowed because it's getting so long. So I thought I'd get out there right now and give it a try because there is some green coming on the radar. Every night after work this week, Melissa has been canning tomatoes. I think she's almost done. She has maybe 10 more pounds left to do. She's got a lot of tomatoes canned. I noticed earlier this year that this lawnmower has started to leak oil. I don't know that I've ever had a rider that leaked oil, but it was about a half a quart low now, so I'm gonna have to figure out where that's coming from, but it's not happening today. Either it mows or it dies. Well, I got all the critical stuff mowed, and it's still not raining. Just when the yard gets long like that, I mean, it just seems so chaotic, and once everything's mowed, it just calms me down a little bit. It's almost 12:30, so I'm gonna have some lunch. And then while I was, I don't know, within the last week or so, I had them come out and fill up the fuel oil, because pretty soon we'll be having cold weather. Melissa said she did turn the furnace on one time. And, but if I pay that within 10 days, it's like 10 or 15 cents cheaper a gallon. And when you're putting in 250 gallons, you know, it saves you some money. And I usually like to go up there in the fall like this and like pay $1,000 so you have a credit, so you can just call them and get them out here. So I think I might get that done. It's starting to sprinkle a little bit, but right now I'm hungry. I got our fuel oil bill paid. I still had leftover on my account from last year, because now we haven't had to fill up, of course, all summer. So yeah, now I have a credit there. So the reason why I like to do that is because I'm horrible at sending it in right away, like to get it there within 10 days. So if I do this, I get the cheaper price when it comes up without having to try to remember that I need to get that sent in. Well, now that I got all my running done, I stopped at the post office, which I hadn't done in a couple of weeks. I think I'm just going to jump on the mower and keep mowing. As boring as it is, it needs to get done, and it's still not raining. I'm going to get on the four-wheeler and run out and switch out the SD cards. It was sprinkling for a little bit, now it stopped. But it's starting to get dark, so I want to get that done right now. Okay, everyone, it's about 9:45. I think Melissa and I will be in bed probably within about a half hour. Good morning, everybody. Kind of foggy this morning. Still supposed to rain. Chance of scattered showers this morning. Thunder showers possible in the afternoon or like midday, and then they're talking possible, I think, just rain tonight. But nothing yet. I can hear people off in the distance shooting at ducks. Wish I was out there. It's a nice morning. I'm just running up to the store right now. I want to have steaks on charcoal today for lunch. I thought I'd get this done with right away this morning before I get into any type of a project. Once in a while, if the weather is just right, I'll be able to get glimpses of the radio station that I get up at the tent. But I didn't hear any polka. Next weekend I should be up to the tent, I think. I'm hoping to get up there anyway. What are you doing, big boy? Huh? Well, it's about 11 o'clock right now, and I had to take some time this morning and after I got back from the store and finish editing the duck hunting video. I've been at that for over 13 hours in the evenings and everything, and I just wanted to get it done and rendering so then maybe tonight I can spend some time and watch looking for mistakes because it's over 2 hours long. And now it started raining, but it's definitely time to get lunch cooking. So I just moved the barbecue over here. You guys ready for some more tomato leftovers? There you go. Melissa keeps doing the tomatoes, and now today it's going to be salsa. And one of the things I want to do before winter, one of my projects, is this year I'm going to take and wrap the run in plastic so they can still come out here and be out of the wind, and it won't, you know, snow won't get in here and stuff. Just giving them a little more room to move around. I think that'll be really nice for them. I think this is the end of the tomatoes that she's going to be doing for right now. Another project that I'm going to have to do is build some more shelves for in the basement. Just a few days ago, Melissa has wanted a freeze dryer for years and finally ordered a freeze dryer for her, but it'll take something like 10 to 12 weeks to get here. But that'll be coming, so once she starts that, and she should be able to do videos on that. I mean, I'm going to need more space. We're going to need more space to put stuff after she does that. And she hasn't done a whole lot of videos that, you know, this summer. It's just been very, very busy. And, you know, some of it was stressful, the party and moving from the hobby farmhouse up here, and for me, I can power through that. Some people can and some people can't. For me, I find that to be a release doing the videos. It forces me to not do anything for a while except for the video. And for her, and her work has been so busy too that she just couldn't do it. I think she filmed one 2 days ago that I'll have to edit coming up here on doing some tomato stuff, but sounds like she wants to start posting more videos. I'm hungry, I just want to eat some lunch. They're done to my liking right now, but Melissa likes hers done a little bit more, so I'll leave them on for another couple of minutes.
Thank you.
Well, I'm not getting much done this afternoon. It keeps raining and stopping. Not raining hard, but hard enough so you don't want to do anything outside. I did pick up the windows for the two new ones for the upper part of the farmhouse. I'm not going to put them in right now, but I'm going to get them into the workshop. Yeah, it took 6 or 7 weeks before they came in because they're a special order. So they're the exact size that I need to fit into the holes of the old ones. I will have to wait and see. Next weekend I'm planning on going to the tent. The weekend after that I should be here. Maybe I'll put the windows in that weekend. And then the weekend after that I'm back up to the tent with Zachary and my dad to do deer stands, I think. So maybe not, I don't know. Anyway, try to get these in before it's totally freezing cold outside. Kind of looks like it's about to rain again. like I was saying, it's hard to get anything done today because it'll be nice kind of and then it'll rain. What I'm trying to do is on that bottom 3 feet, and at least for sure that side and the front. On this side of that addition, it's not a big deal because everything's above ground. But I've got that OSB plywood coming down to about ground level. And even with the CDX plywood, it wouldn't, you can't have that ground contact unless it was treated. So I want to get a piece of that weather watch or ice and storm or ice and water, whatever they call it where you are, along that bottom. And then above that, I can use more ice and water, or I can use tar paper. I don't want to use house wrap because once I put those, the old deck boards stacked on top of each other leaves a gap in there, so it's not totally weatherproof unless I was to caulk every single crack, which I'm not going to do. So I'll put something behind there on the whole thing. And somebody even brought that up in comments about that, the plywood coming down close to the ground, and I said I would show it in a video. So that's what I'm trying to accomplish. And now I think I'm going to do the front of the, of course, workshop in the old deck boards, but the bottom, I don't know, 36, probably about where that tar paper is. I think I'm going to do that in fake stone. It looks like field stone, probably that type. Melissa and I had talked about that, and then I got a comment from Jeff Ryan, who had talked about the stone too, and it was on the same day. So I think that would look kind of cute. And then before I was just going to do the front of the deck boards, and then do the side in the white metal. I think I might do the front and that side in the deck boards, and on this side, which is more a utility type side, I'm actually thinking about building a little lean-to right there and taking the wood out of this area and putting it around outside so I can free that up for space. But that side doesn't have to be deck boards or anything. That can just be metal when I get to it because nobody actually sees that. That's going to get beat up more, so I'll just do that side of metal. For just a little blob of yellow on the radar, it must be not coming straight across. It must be going up and down. Just dragging over the top of us. Glad I got everything mowed yesterday. Usually when it would rain hard, the water would come in through these kind of cracks in the foundation. But with that weather watch going down there, it's not. This water you're seeing right here is just coming off the windows because the windows were in the back of my truck and they were wet. This is that house wrap that I was talking about, and the reason why I don't want to use this because this is quite weather. I mean, this is all I've got on the addition of the tent. So, I mean, it's pretty weatherproof, but it's white. And if I put those deck boards up there, you're going to see white between the cracks. So I will use that weather watch or else this kind of tar paper, the new stuff that they're using. It's not felt anymore. Well, it's been raining like this for a half hour already. I'm going to make a run for it to go to the house. I already filmed a whole nother little video on the pitch of the roof here. I'm not going to, I have nothing to do out here. I'm getting bored.
Judge.
That's going to make a lot of salsa.
What surprised you?
I was inside probably an hour, and the rain has let up right now, but there's another band coming, so it's pretty apparent to me I'm not going to get much done on this weekend. There's some other stuff I want to do, so I'm going to go up in that front garage, and that's where all the stuff got put after the move from the hobby farmhouse, and there's a couple of things I want to find, so I'm going to go rummage around in there and see what I can do. You can sure tell fall is here. One of these days I'm going to have to do a video. I have every pair of antlers from every buck that I've ever shot. And they're all marked for what year and everything on them. So I'm looking for Mylar bags, oxygen absorbers, and there's a few things that I have no idea where any of this stuff is, but I don't even know where to start. I've been out here before and kind of looked through a little bit, but it might be in some of those boxes up front. I found some of what I was looking for. I did find the Mylar bags and the oxygen absorbers, but there was a few other things, and there's one thing in particular, and I don't know that it's in these boxes, and I thought I looked in every single box, but there's a lot of crap in there, so it could take a while. So this was one of the things I was looking for, but not the main thing, but this needed to come in. This old clock was my great-grandmother's. And in here you put a one of those pipe cleaners or whatever, and you make it into a lasso, and it goes around when it's going. So I've had this a very long time. That needed to come in and not be out there where it can freeze and thaw. I must have already brought it in. It's not in my... Maybe it's in the safe. Maybe I need to take everything out of that safe. I hate doing that. It's so tight. I've got all kinds of stupid stuff that I keep. I have the tea bag, the first tea bag that Melissa drank when she came and visited Minnesota for the first time. All stuff that she says, throw that crap out. All right, it's 10:15. It's just about time for bed. Tomorrow I head back to the camper at 2. Another blah looking morning, but at least it's not snowing yet. I got the duck hunting video finished, and it's doing the final rendering right now, so this afternoon when I get to the camper I will start uploading that. Right now I'm just making a quick run up to the store. A couple things I forgot to get at the camper this week, and then we're gonna do kind of a breakfast for lunch. We're gonna cut one of those steaks in half, or get a chunk of it and do steak and eggs, and I want to get some hash brown patties since I have to go up to the store anyway. Oh, Melissa's in there making lunch, and I want to get this piece put on if I can here, just so it's done. It's not all that long until I'll be leaving, but it'd be nice to have this part done. Well, that's about it for the workshop edition this week. I'm glad that I got this done though. I even worry like when it rains out and the water splashes up on that OSB sheathing, it just doesn't hold up to water very well. Melissa just yelled out that it's time for lunch. Okay everyone, well thanks a lot for watching. It's time for me to head south. I will see you guys on the next video.